Hi, good evening, everyone. Uh, can you please write in the group we are starting? I see a less participation today. Okay. So, see, I hope all of you have gone ahead and revised thoroughly Marshallian demand, Hicksian demand, Shepard's lemma, Roy's identity, and kinked budget constraint from last two classes. Okay. Today, we want to go ahead and we want to look into Slutsky equation. And in Slutsky equation in particular, I will be doing a question with you. ठीक है? उस question के through, you will notice that we have gone ahead and we have revised all concepts of Slutsky equation. I framed that question in a way that we understand what is substitution effect, what is income effect, and how to find the total price effect. ये पहला चीज है Slutsky equation में. So one thing which can be asked in exam from Slutsky equation is a box which I always recommend you to revise, where we write substitution effect, income effect, and total effect for normal good, inferior good, and given good. ठीक है? Notice that when price of any commodity increases, substitution effect says that you should go for a relatively cheaper commodity. Relative का मतलब हमेशा प्राइस रेशियो होता है बेटा, एक्चुअल प्राइस कंपैरिजन नहीं है. माने फॉर एग्जांपल, if I say price of good X is 10, price of good Y is 20, तो relative price ratio is 1/2, which means 0.50. अब if price of X increases to 15 and Y is 20, तो ये नहीं बोल सकते कि oh मैम price of X तो अभी भी less than price of Y है. Why will I do the substitution? Now, we are looking at the relative price ratio. So if I find out the price ratio, 15/20, 3/4, 0.75. This has increased now. So you will do a substitution. You will increase consumption of Y and decrease X. ये substitution हमेशा करना ही करना है. ठीक है? So substitution effect says that whenever price of any commodity increases, the relative price ratio is increasing. So you will do substitution, increase the other good and decrease the current good. Irrespective of what that good is. उससे फर्क नहीं है कि whether that good is given good, whether that good is normal good, whether that good is inferior good. Irrespective of that, you will do this. Okay. So substitution effect says that when price of good X is increasing, you decrease the demand of good X. But income effect says that when price of good X increases, my real income decreases. My purchasing power decreases. And when my purchasing power decreases, if it is a normal good, I will decrease consumption. If it is inferior good or given good, I will increase consumption. The total effect, this says this decrease plus this decrease is a decrease. ये decrease कर रहा है, ये increase कर रहा है, but ये effect ज़्यादा है. Substitution is more than income, so you will go ahead and you will decrease. And for given good, income is more than substitution, so you will increase. Right? ये है box 1, which is important from the point of view of revision. ये definitely हमें revise करना ही करना है. from the point of view of exam 150%. ठीक है. Second thing, in the same notes, you have to revise income offer curve, price offer curve, angel curve, demand curve. This is the second thing which all of you have to revise. कि for these three goods, जो हम इन तीन goods की बात कर रहे हैं, normal good, inferior good and given good, how do we go ahead and how do we plot the IOC and angel curve? ठीक है. So IOC will show what? It will be in the XY domain. ठीक है कि ओके इनकम इतना था, डिमांड इतना था. Now if X is a normal good, Y is a normal good, so when my income increases, the demand of X will increase, demand of Y will increase. I can move like this, join this and get my income offer curve. Angel curve is drawn between income and good X. Income and good X. तो ठीक है, I had a certain amount of income, certain demand. Income increased, normal good है, demand increased, join this, get the angel curve. So you will make a table, all of you today itself homework. आप जाओगे घर पे, you'll make this table कि normal good X and Y, दोनों X and Y are normal good. Draw income offer curve, angel curve of X, angel curve of Y. Then you will go ahead and you will say, okay, X is inferior, Y normal, and do this. X normal, Y inferior, and make this. Okay. So you will complete this table, put this in our Telegram group so that each one of you can check. ठीक है, एक दूसरे के आंसर्स यू कैन चेक इफ यू पुट दिस टेबल इन योर टेलीग्राम ग्रुप. तो ये हो गया आपका आईओसी का. सेम यू विल डू विद पीओसी. सो प्राइस ऑफर कर्व, डिमांड कर्व ऑफ एक्स, डिमांड कर्व ऑफ वाई, एक्स नॉर्मल, वाई नॉर्मल, एक्स गिवन, वाई नॉर्मल, एक्स नॉर्मल, वाई गिवन. ठीक है, एंड यू विल गो अहेड एंड यू विल मेक दिस. ऐसा आप एक प्लॉट करोगे. So this is how you will go ahead and you will make this table for your revision. अच्छा, फिर there is a statement which I ask every year, which we have done in class. So I have two goods, X and Y. Can both goods be given? या can both goods be inferior? Try to answer this. Yes, correct, correct, correct. Yes, exactly, exactly. No, no. एक को नॉर्मल होना जरूरी है. सो इफ आई हैव n goods, only n minus 1 can be given या inferior. एक गुड को नॉर्मल होना जरूरी है such that when my income increases, I increase the demand of at least one of them because I have to exhaust my entire income. अगर सभी given होंगे, if all goods will be given goods या all goods will be inferior goods, so when my income will increase, I will decrease the demand of all goods. अगर मैंने सबका ही डिमांड डिक्रीज कर दिया तो आई कैन नॉट एग्जॉस्ट माई एंटायर इनकम. सो टू एग्जॉस्ट माई एंटायर इनकम आई रिक्वायर कि किसी एक का डिमांड तो बढ़ाएं व्हेन इनकम इंक्रीजेस, राइट. सो आई वांट एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ देम टू बी अ नॉर्मल गुड. दैट इज करेक्ट. ठीक है, तो दिस इज पार्ट 1 ऑफ योर स्लट्सकी इन विच ऑल ऑफ यू विल मेक दिस टेबल. ये वाला बना के पुट इट ऑन द टेलीग्राम ग्रुप and that other one also you make and you put this in the telegram group for you guys to revise. ठीक है, फिर यहाँ पे इन दीज नोट्स आई हैव गिवन यू मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म ऑफ सब्स्टिट्यूशन एंड इनकम इफेक्ट, ठीक है। थोड़ा सा मैंने एक्सट्रीम मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म लिखा है, राइट। इफ यू वांट यू कैन लुक एट दीज, अदरवाइज यू कैन स्किप दोस प्राइस इफेक्ट टेबल वंस, ओके। माने आई हैव पुट एन एक्सट्रीम मैथ फॉर्म ऑल्सो, बहुत कम चांस है, बट जस्ट टू बी 150% श्योर कि हम एग्जाम के लिए वेल प्रिपेयर्ड हैं एंड वी डोंट स्किप ऑन एनीथिंग, आई हैव ट्राइड टू इंक्लूड देम इन द नोट्स। What should be covered in table W? What does W mean? Sorry, I didn't get it. Price of a curve, demand of X and demand of Y. Okay, done? ठीक है, so this is the first thing which all of you will do. अब इसके बाद, as I said, you have to understand the definition of income and substitution effect, understand what is envelope theorem, ठीक है, and this is very important, understand compensated and uncompensated demand curve, ठीक है। तो when we talk about, अगर क्वेश्चन में बोला गया है फाइंड uncompensated demand curve, you will find Marshallian demand, and अगर बोला गया है फाइंड compensated demand curve, you will find Hicksian demand, clear। तो वन, एक में you'll find Marshallian and this में you'll find Hicksian, okay। Now I want to go ahead and I want to take a full-fledged question to show you all these part. Just give me a minute, huh? We'll take this. So we'll take one question. I've taken a lot of time today to prepare these. Please practice all of them. ये मतलब I've tried to summarize everything related to Slutsky in these questions. So make sure that you do them today. ठीक है, माने notes you can skip for today's जो भी मैंने दिया हुआ है class. They may be a little more mathematical. उतना नहीं भी आएगा, but I've just put them at a place. But questions you definitely have to do जो भी इस assignment में है. So let's begin with this one. Do this first question. Thirsty Ed drinks only pure spring water, which he can purchase in two container sizes, large bottle and small bottle. Okay. He regards water itself as identical in both container. That means perfect substitute. Assuming utility depends on total quantity of water consumed, express the utility function in terms of X and Y. Give it a try. Okay. So let's take, so the options don't mention this, but suppose the option had this and another option was this. The question is, how do we decide which is correct? Mane, the coefficient of 2 should come with what? That is an important question which we want to understand here. Okay? Or should there even be these coefficients or not? So I want to go ahead and I want to say that we can try this by holding utility constant at some level. We can try and we can hold utility constant at some level, right? So in this case, it does not matter whether I consume small bottle or I consume large bottle. What matters to me is the total amount of water consumed. That means what matters to me is the total utility I get. Okay. So suppose I want, say, 10 liters of water. Suppose I want to consume 10 liters of this water. The large bottle is 2 liter and this is 0.75 liter. So question is, how many large bottles will I take? 10 liter of water, each has 2. So 5 bottles will be enough. We agree to this? Now let's say I want to consume exactly 10 liters of water, but I am purchasing small bottles. तो कितना bottles लगेगा? How many small bottles is it going to go ahead and take? 10 divided by 0.75 माने 10 into 100 by 75. So this is 3 and 4. So 40 by 3 bottles. ध्यान से सीखना, हाँ? Listen to me very carefully. तो we understand that I'm only concerned with total water, मुझे और कुछ मतलब नहीं. I need 10 liters of water. So I understand that this 10 liters of water I can get through 5 large bottles or through 40 by 3 small bottles. ऐसा दो चीजें are possible. 5 large bottles. So if I have to write my consumption bundle, then my consumption bundle कैसा बन सकता है? Small comma large. तो small 0, 5 large या small 40 by 3 and 0 large. ये दोनों ही, both these bundles give me the same amount of water. And क्योंकि ये मुझे same water दे रहे हैं, they are giving me the same amount of water, these two bundles should also give me the same utility. इतना clear हुआ? Because the two bundles give me the same amount of water, they should give me the same amount of utility. अब क्वेश्चन ये है कि ऐसा कौन सा फंक्शन है, इन विच फंक्शन, अगर मेरे पास ये दो फंक्शंस गिवन होते हैं, सपोज दीज आर नॉट गिवन, आई हैव टू चूज बिटवीन दीज टू फंक्शंस, ऐसा कौन सा फंक्शन है, इन विच फंक्शन शुड आई पुट दैट दिस एंड दिस गिव मी द सेम यूटिलिटी? सो आई चूज फंक्शन नंबर ए फर्स्ट. U is equal to 0.75x plus 2y. And I choose function B, U equal to 2x plus 0.75y. Now when I put this is first में, my utility will be 0.75 into 0 plus 2 into 5. That means my utility will be 10. And when I put this bundle, I will get 0.75, 40 by 3 plus 2 into 0. So this is going to be 3 by 4, 40 by 3. That means 10. So I am getting the utility of 10 from both of them. Right? If I put it in this, what will I get? U is equal to 2 into x is 0 plus 0.75 into 5. Mane I will get 3 by 4 into 5, 15 by 4. And if I put this, I will get u is equal to 2 into 40 by 3 plus 0.75 into 0, mane 80 by 3. So I'm getting different utility. Mane, this is the right form of utility function because it is fetching me same utility. Abhi it was easy for all of you क्योंकि option में the other option was missing. You know, I should have given you the other one also as an option. The other option was missing, so it became easy for you to guess कि yes ma'am, answer will be B. But when both these options are given, अगर ये option भी दिया होता and ये भी दिया होता, तो हम कैसे करते? How we would have done it? तो हम अपने दो extreme bundles का utility निकालते और जिस यूटिलिटी फंक्शन से दोनों बंडल्स पे सेम यूटिलिटी आता, दोस that utility function which would have fetched same utility from the two bundles would have been my correct utility function, right? So this is how we can judge. Okay, so yes, all of you are correct. Now let's go to the second one. So look here. So question says, give your answer in the chat window. Given px, py and I, its demand for x is. Give it a try. Its demand for good x is. Anyone? Very simple. Your utility function is 0.75x plus 2y. It's a substitute good utility function. So when will you demand only good x? When px by py is less than MRS. तभी तो good x demand करोगे. What is MRS? MUX by MUY. So 0.75 by 2. That is your MRS. So you want PX by PY less than 0.75 by 2. है ना? So you want PX less than, so PX less than 0.75 by 2 PY. Then you will demand only good X. Or kitna good X? How much X will you demand? Income by price of good X. So answer will be that I am going to go for M by Px only when this condition is satisfied. So what was the answer all of you have given? Why C? This is simple, no? This is the condition we are going to apply. Yeah, that's correct. C will be incorrect, beta. Okay. Okay. So, acha, equal to में you can combine any combination. माने if px by py is equal to MRS, so you can consume all of x or all of y or x and y in combination. So even with equal to sign, we can consume all of x. Right? So had there been an equal to sign, we would have taken that into account. Okay. So come to the next one. How does the demand curve for x look when I and py are constant? Very interesting question. Try to do this. How does the demand curve of x look when income and py are constant? Is it? Let me check. So Px by Py less than 0.75 by 2 implies Px by 0.75 less than 2 by Py. But C says 0.75 by Px greater than 2 by Py. This can also mean 0.75 by Px greater than 2 by Py. So these conditions are the same. So wherever you see these options, it should be fine. Px by 0.75 less than 2 by Py. 0.75 by Px greater than 2 by Py. And Px less than 0.75 by 2 py. So you're right. Wherever we see these conditions, वो equivalent है. Correct. That is right. So we can take this as an MSQ question. Right. I and Py constant means we are not changing them. They are unchanged. Yes. Actually, this is also correct, beta. I just noticed कि ये इसी का form है. So yes, for C also all of you were right. Correct. I mean, this can be rewritten as this. ठीक है. तो do this one now. Very, very interesting. Derive the demand curve. Answer to last question will be all actually now. A, B, and C all are equivalent only. Just cross multiplication of the inequality. This one, this is the correct utility function. The other one was incorrect. ठीक है, try this one now. Acha, why this question is important? I want to highlight here. Huh? So, when we talk about the demand curve कैसे derive किया था हमने? We had derived the demand curve from the price offer curve. You remember? So, demand curve कैसे derive होता है? That, okay, this is a price of good X. This is the demand of X. If price of good X increases and demand decreases, then we get the demand curve. This is how we derive it. अब यहां पे बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सिचुएशन आती है. दे आर सेइंग दैट इनकम एंड प्राइस ऑफ गुड वाई आर कांस्टेंट. तो मानो, जस्ट थिंक लाइक दिस. लेट्स से इनकम इज 100. लेट्स से प्राइस ऑफ गुड वाई इज 1. ठीक है. एंड लेट्स से प्राइस ऑफ गुड एक्स इज P. अब मुझे एक बात बताओ, व्हाट इज द कंडीशन वी गॉट फॉर डिमांडिंग गुड एक्स? गुड एक्स का डिमांड क्या था? गुड एक्स डिमांड वॉज इनकम बाय प्राइस ऑफ गुड एक्स इफ दिस कंडीशन वॉज सेटिस्फाइड. Px less than equal to 0.75 by 2 Py. So if Px was less than equal to 0.75 by 2 Py, right? I mean, as I said, because I have framed these questions myself, it may happen ki wording is not justifying what I want to ask in the question, but I want you to understand a lot of things from one question. Matlab, there is a lot more meaning to the question in which whatever has been given in this assignment. तो देखो ध्यान से. It is 0.75 by 2 Py. अब अगर Py को I take 1, ये 1 हो गया. So this happens if px is less than equal to 0.75 is 3 by 4 divided by 2, तो ये हो गया less than 3 by 8. ठीक है. Now basically what it means. So consider that suppose initially, can anyone just quickly tell me the decimal value of 3 by 8? एक बारी quickly decimal बताओ. What is 3 by 8? So 3 divided by 8, 0.375. ठीक है. So you will get px less than equal to 0.375. अब देखो, suppose initially px is 0.2, तो px is less than 0.375, तो you will demand all of good x, है ना. Suppose price increases to 0.30, तो भी वो 0.375 से तो कम है ना, इट्स लेस देन 0.375, तो यू विल स्टिल डिमांड all of good x. Suppose price increases to 0.375. अब ट्रिक है, यू मे डिमांड, मतलब प्राइस एग्जैक्टली इक्वल हो गया ना, एंड व्हेन प्राइस इज इक्वल तो इसका मतलब है दैट px by py is equal to mrs xy. एंड व्हेन दीज टू आर इक्वल, जब ये इक्वल होते हैं, यू मे डिमांड ऑल ऑफ x और ऑल ऑफ y और एनीथिंग इन बिटवीन. You remember, when px by py is equal to mrs, जब रेशियो इक्वल होता है, कंज्यूमर कैन डिमांड ऑल ऑफ x, all of y or anything in between, because this is the situation when budget line and indifference curve become coinciding with each other, है ना. तो ये वाला पॉइंट भी इक्विलिब्रियम है, ये भी, एंड ऑल पॉइंट्स इन बिटवीन. एंड व्हेन px increases to 0.40, माने 3.375 से हायर, इट्स मोर देन 0.375, तो x का डिमांड विल बिकम 0. यू हैव टू शो दिस इन द डिमांड कर्व, हमें ये डिपेक्ट करना है डिमांड कर्व में. So if I were to show this in the demand curve, how can I go ahead and how can I show this in the demand curve, beta? Right, so sorry, I will take a price here. So I will take a cutoff price 0.375. ठीक है. Any price below 0.375, अगर price is below 0.375, तो I am demanding all of good x. और x का कितना डिमांड होगा? m by px, right? So demand of x will be m by px. So x star will be m by p. ठीक है. So price less than 0.375, demand of x will be m by p, and what is my income? Income is 100, तो माने it will become 100 by p. बहुत ध्यान से सुनना है, very important concept. So x will become 100 by p. That means x into p will become 100, beta. X into p will become 100, माने units of x into price of x will be 100, which means expenditure on good x will be 100. अब एक बात बताओ, when we have fixed expenditure on a commodity, what is the elasticity of demand? क्या रहता है elasticity of demand? Anyone? If expenditure is fixed, what is the elasticity of demand? Unit elastic. Absolutely, it's 1. Good. तो माने because x into p 100 आ रहा है, it means I am always spending 100 rupees. So if I'm always spending 100 rupees, it is unit elastic. Total expenditure 1 है. So whenever price of good x is less than 0.375, मेरा expenditure on good x is always 100. It is unit elastic. Unit elastic में demand curve is rectangular hyperbola. Demand curve is rectangular hyperbola. So we can say that the demand curve is rectangular hyperbola. अब if the price is exactly 0.75, so it can be from 0 to maximum x. right? So I am making it in three different phases. You can club it together. So if the price is 0.375, then the demand can be 0 to maximum m by px. And if the price is above 0.375, ये है 0.375. If the price is above 0.375, then it will be 0. X का demand 0 है, because I will switch to Y. So this and this clubbed together is the demand of good X. Very tricky and very interesting. The demand of good X is vertical, horizontal, and rectangular hyperbola. Is it making sense?